Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to tap that subscribe button on your way out the door. Join the family. We would love to have you. If you're already a part of the family, thank you so much for your love and your support. Thank you for coming back again and again and again. You are appreciated. Family, I have a very important and interesting message to deliver to you today. And before we get into that, I just want to remind you that this is a collective reading, which means that not everything will fit everybody, okay? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it does not resonate with you, it's okay. You can go and browse a few of my other videos and see if you can find a message that does resonate with you, or you can book a personal reading where I'm reading your energy and your energy alone. And that link is available for you down below in the description box, okay? Now, I've already cleansed the energies of the cards, my space, and myself. All negative and monitoring spirits are being returned to sender where they belong. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. My beautiful people, I just kept hearing the word reroute as I was pulling the cards. I just kept hearing reroute. Someone's being rerouted. And so I feel like for some of you, you were denied or rejected for something. And they want you to know that that rejection was simply redirection for protection. Okay? Again, that rejection was simply redirection for protection. So now we got the Knight of Coins here in reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse as well. Both of these cards are cards that speak of denial, blockages, rejection. The Knight of Coins in reverse specifically says in the guidebook, progress blocked, uneasy movement, and boredom. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse specifically says in the guidebook, you are unable to move forward, delays and disappointments. For some of you, this already happened. This rejection happened in the recent past. And for some of you, it is currently taking place, and you're in a place of trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know, you had this plan for your life, and a lot of things ended up not coming to fruition. A lot of things that you were excited about led to you being disappointed. And so now with this Ace of Cups here upright, they want you to know that you were rejected and rerouted because you have better things coming your way. It's like when they say, if one door closes, another door opens. Well, the door that closed was a real broken down door compared to the door that's about to be opened for you. I'm not kidding. It was like already hanging off the hinges. The lock was broken. It probably was missing a doorknob. This new door is made out of gold, okay? This new door was built by the Moors. If you know architecture, then you know what I'm talking about. It's dipped in gold and chrome and the biggest, most beautiful door that you've ever seen. So now, with this Ace of Cups upright, the Ace of Cups speaks of peace of mind, success in your projects and all your endeavors. The Ace of Cups not only speaks of material wealth, but it also speaks of wealth in all aspects, mental, emotional, physical. Some of you may be healed of illnesses you were suffering from, and this has come out quite a few times over the past few weeks. Somebody had cancer, and that cancer is going to be gone the next time you go and get checked up. And if it wasn't cancer, it could be AIDS or something that is supposedly uncurable, but you found a way. And some of you did this by changing up your lifestyle. Some of you changed up your lifestyle to heal yourself. Some of you changed up your lifestyle because you knew that you had blockages in the way, and that changing your lifestyle was the only way for you to clear those blockages. Either way, whatever caused this rejection and these blockages is gone now. And so your pathway is cleared. These new doors are able to be opened. So the Ace of Cups says a gift is coming to you, something that you may have wanted. You may find a new relationship or friendship that will fulfill you. Things are looking very good. So for some of you, you may have been trying to attract love to you, and changing up your lifestyle was simply clearing out old exes, karmic relationships, so-called twin flames. And so you healed from that, or you're currently healing. For some of you, this is not necessarily a relationship with another person. This is your relationship with money or resources, or even your relationship with yourself. You're currently working on those things, and you will have success in that. And that, again, is the reason why these blockages have been cleared. For some of you, the reason you were even rejected or had to go through that disappointment in the first place is because you needed to work on these things so that you can align yourself with these better options that are now available to you, or that will be available to you. Take it how it resonates. So moving forward, we got the Nine of Swords here in reverse. The Nine of Swords coming out tells me that this is something that is karmic. So the Nine of Swords in reverse can speak of past problems with law enforcement. Now, I want you to pay attention to every single word here, all right? Past problems with law enforcement. For some of you, yes, this may very well be that you had issues with the governmental law, right? The law of the land. And some of you, this is cosmic law. The very important word that stands out there is past. So for some of you, this is generational. For some of you, again, this is karmic, something that you may have needed to clear in this lifetime because of the fact that it was hanging on to you from a past life. So I want you guys to understand something, okay? Actually, I want you to understand this. There is no such thing as bad luck. That is a made-up concept. And when you get the chance, I want you to look into the etymology of the word luck. A lot of the things that we go through in our lives are because of the fact that we are here to either A, learn something, or B, clear something. And a lot of times when we're rejected and we don't get the things that we want or plan for, we may feel like we're being targeted, or that we have bad luck, or sometimes we may even feel like somebody put juju on us. But the reality is, you were put into a position so that you could come here and learn certain things so that you would ascend. If you pass away without learning the lessons that you are supposed to learn, guess what? You'll have to come back and do it over again. And this is really deep. This is a really deep message. I feel like for 90% of you, this is beyond governmental law enforcement. For 90% of you, this is some like cosmic shit, okay? This is deep rooted. So that explains the rejection and the redirection. Wow. All right, so now let's keep going. We got the Queen of Coins here in reverse. I'm going to just read what the Queen of Coins in reverse says in the guidebook. It says, secretive, false compliments, mean-spirited, and judgmental. So for some of you, this may be your energy that you need to work on. And that may have been what was causing those blockages and the rejection and the redirection. For some of you, this is somebody or something that is in your energy. All right. And so I clarified because I wanted to know more. You should see all the cards that came out when I asked for clarification. Straight to the point. We got the Five of Staffs upright, the Death card in reverse, Judgment upright, the Lovers in reverse, the Two of Cups upright, the Nine of Cups upright, and the Six of Swords in reverse. So let's break this down. This Five of Staffs speaks of verbal or physical struggles, disagreements, discords. People are fighting. Caution must be used as harm may follow. Arguments can occur or continue. So again, for some of you, this is someone in your energy. And for others of you, this is straight you versus you. Higher self versus lower self. It feels like either someone or something. And that something can be a habit, a belief, right? An addiction, a certain way of thinking. Take it how it resonates. But whatever it is, it cannot come with you to this next level. Next, for this clarification, we got the Death card in reverse. And the Death card in reverse speaks of a lack of direction and the desire to remain in a bad situation. So yeah, it feels like whether this was a thing or a person, it was holding you back and you had a really hard time letting it go. And then we got this Judgment card here upright. And so because of the fact that you wouldn't let it go, we had to have divine intervention. There was divine intervention with this Judgment card here. They were like, well, I'm sorry, my love. If you can't let it go, we're going to have to come in and force your hand, because this is something that was agreed upon. We really want to see you get to this next level. We are rooting for you, but you cannot take this thing with you to the next level. So what else is there for us to do but to step in? Now, because of the fact that you were already destined for greatness, it was like, all right, I'm thinking about like a video game, okay? You know how like when it comes to video games, because you already know we're living in a simulation, okay? When it comes to video games, you can't get to the next level until you clear whatever is on this level, right? Like for example, with Mario, he can't get to the next level until he beats Bowser. I used to be a Mario fan. I used to love video games. So that's exactly what this is right here. It's like your challenge is removing this thing or this person, and you cannot move until this thing or person has been removed or let go of. And that is what's causing, or what has caused, the rejection and the redirection. Remember, that rejection was redirection for protection, because whatever this is not supposed to go with you. If you try to take this thing with you, it will change the whole trajectory of how your life is supposed to go. It's that serious. For some of you, it's a person. Again, it's a relationship, because we got the Lovers card here in reverse. The Lovers card in reverse speaks of the end of a romance, hurt feelings. So something has come to an end or needs to come to an end, and someone is hurt behind this. I feel like for a small percentage of you, this is like a habit. I don't know why. Like for some of you, it's like biting your nails. It's something like, oh man, it may not be something big if it's a habit. And for some of you, it is big. For some of you, this is drugs. For some of you, this is an addiction to alcohol or drugs or shopping, spending money. And it's like you've built a relationship with this thing because you've been doing it for so long, whatever it is. And so you already know how that goes. In order for you to attract something new, right, you have to let go of something old. For some of you, this redirection is because you were headed down the wrong path. That's what that redirection is for. That's why you're being protected. Because okay, I'm getting a message. So you are completely out of alignment with what you were put here to do. My ear is going crazy right now. My right ear is ringing. It's very important that you realign yourself. I am talking to someone who is very significant to the progression of the planet. And if you are thrown off your pivot, it won't affect only you. It'll affect hundreds, thousands, millions of people. And this is for someone specific. This is why you are being rerouted. Take it how it resonates. That message was not for everyone. Next, we have the Two of Cups upright. The Two of Cups says in the guidebook, relationship or marriage, often referred to as the couples card. Friendship as well as passion is shared, strong foundation, and respect. This is a card of union, of two people coming together, a time of understanding between two people. For some of you, this is a new relationship that will be replacing the old one. For some of you, this is a new habit. Like, let's say it was an addiction that you were supposed to be getting rid of. You're going to find a way to transmute that energy so you won't be worried about that addiction. You'll be building a new relationship with some type of creative craft, or you will be going within and reconnecting with self. So for some of you, yes, this is building an intimate relationship, a romantic relationship, or friendships. And for some of you, it's just you being able to reconnect with self. Because remember, we had that Five of Staffs upright that spoke of some type of battle or discord. Some of you are disconnected with who you are. And so now it's time to bring your higher self and lower self into balance. It's like your higher self and lower self will be connecting, reconnecting, and getting married. So that relationship that the Two of Cups is speaking of for some of you will be you building a relationship with yourself. You building a relationship with your shadow self, because the goal is to never get rid of the shadow self. Like, let's keep it all the way real. The goal is to be aware of the shadow self so that we can understand what needs to be worked on. So when you build that relationship with your lower self and your higher self, so now keep in mind, the lower self is the shadow self, right? So when you build that connection between the two parts of yourself, you'll be able to parent yourself. So let's say, for example, your lower self, your shadow self, thinks a thought, an intrusive thought. Your higher self should be able to talk your shadow self through that thought. Like, no, we're not going to do that. Why would we do that? You know? So, yes, that reconnection between the two aspects of self. I'm seeing Family Matters where Carl Winslow or Steve Urkel will have, you know, the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other shoulder. A lot of us didn't notice it at that time, but that's what they were talking about, the higher self and the lower self. There's no devil. The devil does not exist. It's simply the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the positive and the negative. Okay? So, again, many of you will be reconnecting those parts of yourselves. So a quick reminder, these last few cards were all clarifications for that Queen of Coins in reverse. Because remember, the Queen of Coins in reverse said secretive, false compliments, mean-spirited, judgmental. So now that we're here, I think it's safe to say for many of you, yes, this may very well be your shadow self that you are battling. And that is what's causing you to experience these delays and blockages. All right, so now let's move forward. We got the last two cards here, and these last two cards are also clarifying that Queen of Coins. Like I said, they got straight to the point. They really wanted us to understand the reason why this Queen of Coins is here. So to sum it up, for those of you that may have shorter attention spans, that Queen of Coins may be your shadow self, or it may be a person, place, or thing that is giving off this mean-spirited energy that is keeping you from experiencing that Ace of Cups, that celebratory energy, that next level energy that we're trying to get to, okay? So next, we got the Nine of Cups upright. The Nine of Cups is a card of accomplishment and self-satisfaction. So the guidebook says, after much work, you will be rewarded for your efforts. So that's you putting that work in. Like I said, reconnecting with self, right? Or clearing out whatever energy is bringing you that discomfort. Because the Nine of Cups also speaks of comfort, quiet, and celebration. So like I said, a lot of you will be successfully clearing this out. And in doing that, you're not only helping yourself, you are helping your future generations. You are helping the people around you. You are breaking generational curses. That's why you had to be redirected. That's why you were rejected, because you had to be put into this place of reflection so that you can clear this karmic debt. And I feel like that's why the word quiet is even there, because you had to sit in stillness in order to even recognize the darkest parts of yourself, or the darkest part of this connection or relationship. And so they're telling you, be careful not to appear fool or vain. Again, that mention of shadow self, getting that shadow self under control. So the last card that we have here to clarify this Queen of Coins in reverse is the Six of Swords in reverse. The Six of Swords in reverse says a statement of position, revelation, and non-private disclosure. So yeah, that statement of position is, again, you sitting in stillness and coming to the realization that something needs to change in order for you to experience a better quality of life. Some of you are in need of a reading to help you with clarity on this. Make sure that you book that with me down below at the link in the description box, okay? Because I really want to help you get through this. So I wanted to look up the definition of the word revelation that's here with this Six of Swords in reverse, because we know the biblical meaning, but I wanted to know what it means outside of the biblical meaning. And so there are two definitions here. It says a surprising and previously unknown fact, especially one that is made known in a dramatic way. I feel like that dramatic way is that rejection, you getting that denial, and now you're being forced to sit in a corner and like really think about your life, right? The second definition is the divine or supernatural disclosure to humans of something relating to human existence or the world. So like I said, this is deep. This is really cosmic law. This is really celestial knowledge that will be reconnecting you to your higher self, to higher consciousness. This is amazing. And so that's why I was saying that rejection was really redirection for protection. The odds are not against you. The odds are always in your favor. So let's see what card we get to close out this reading. Okay, so we got the Six of Coins in reverse. Again, shadow energy. The Six of Coins speaks of envy, hoarding, misdirected lust, and perceived imbalances. So in other words, they really want you to gain that balance. Do not be ashamed of your shadow self. We all have shadow. We all have a shadow. Literally every person, everything living has a shadow, right? But they want you to embrace it, because the more you embrace it and acknowledge it, the more you're able to heal it. You have to recognize it's there. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to run from it. Don't be ashamed of it. Recognize it's there and nip it in the bud. Now, don't get me wrong. That's only if this is your energy. If this is the energy of someone or something else, it's not your job to fix it. It's your job to let it go so that you can continue on your journey without allowing anything to hold you back. I also want to remind you guys that I am a master certified life coach. So if you need help with this, I can help you. Go ahead and book a consultation or a session with me down below at the link in the description box, and we can talk. If this message resonated with you, please do not forget to tap that like button. Make sure you drop a comment. Let us know how it resonated with you. Let me know what you thought about this reading. If you want a personal reading, you can book that down below at the link in the description box as well. That's all I have for you, my loves. I'm sending you all the hugs and healing energy. Until next time, peace and oneness.